for all of our other tribes, to understand when you work with them, you got to understand that each person that's tribal has a historic trauma to them. And what does that mean? It means that they're, when I talk, I introduce myself and I say my name is Matt Franklin, and I speak a foreign language on my ancestral territory, and they don't comprehend that, and they don't understand why it's important. Well, English is a foreign language to my homeland here in California, and they think English is that's where it all started. No, it did not. It did not. And with that strip of the land, taking the language, the culture, the traditions, I think now the stereotype is all California Indians are gaming casino Indians, and that we can do and buy whatever we want. Well, you can't buy culture back. You can't buy the language back. You can't buy your people back. Well, I know we're doing our best to do that, but at the same time, we're again growing up without a tribe. We're decades behind the tribes that never got terminated. And in California, I think what kind of resounds heavily with me is in the 70s, there was this lady named Tilly Hardwood, and she sued the government because they wrongfully terminated these tribes. And I think 40 to 41 tribes or more, I could be way off, were reinstated under that case law. And they got the recognition back. And so a lot of tribes that were terminated slowly are getting the recognition back. The crazy thing for me is I know Tilly Hardwick's granddaughter and her great granddaughter, and they're not enrolled in the tribe. Yet that language that they use to get tribes restored and for them to be unrecognized is there's still that, and no one would know that. So when you come in to meet with somebody, a social worker or somebody in social services, you think, okay, they're Indian, they're okay. We have over 50 tribes that are unrecognized by the government. We have 40 some tribes that are state recognized that don't have services from the federal government, that aren't eligible to receive these services. And so it's an uneven playing field. And then when you get to the recognition, you have the haves and the have-nots. You have the gaming and the non-gaming. And so there's all sorts of different levels, all sorts of different complexities for each tribe. And how they work with you. Some tribes still are not comfortable with meeting with the state or a government official because of the institution. And so there's a lot of barriers that need to be breaking down. There's a lot of issues that need to be discussed, and I think how you do that is bringing them to the table, making sure that. And I spoke to that in my keynote. Is you need to take that seat back.